Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is 8:18 a.m. Here in Northeast Florida, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for about 30 minutes. It's going to be a short and sweet stream. If you guys have ever tuned in for an early morning stream, you know it's pretty laid back, pretty low key. We just hang out. We shoot the shit about whatever you guys want. Whatever's on your mind. Let's talk, man. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, wherever it is on planet Earth that you are. Amanda Rosenblatt, good to see you. Borges, Will, Drago, Esteban, Khan, Epic, Josh, Big Chill, Will, Marvel, Boba Fett, Yoda. What's up, Yoda? Good to see everybody. So I got a video scheduled to upload at 10 a.m. Today. It's about the rise of Skywalker, revisiting it a year later. It's a little more negative than maybe I'm used to doing, but it's all good, man. It's all in love, right? But is the music a little too loud? Is it a little too quiet? I like these songs. I downloaded some new songs, and they're just pretty low key, and I dig them. But cheers, man. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season so far. We've spoiled the shit out of my daughter, man. It's like we like kind of calculated the amount of gifts that we've gotten her so far. I mean, what's the point of living if you're not going to spoil your kid, right? So, yeah, we've gotten her a bunch. The last things that we got her that came in the mail yesterday was like a 14-inch Woody plush, like a pull string Woody, and a Forky that they interact together. They detect that they're around one another and they'll start talking. We got her like a big Power Wheels. Is that what they're called? Power Wheels, like Minnie Mouse car that she's gonna love, dude. But yeah, we got her a ton, and I cannot wait to see her reaction when she walks down the stairs on Christmas morning. Yeah. Oh, we got her this big Hot Wheels track too, man. And it's like, you know, it's a starter's Hot Wheels. It's a Hot Wheels track, but it's not crazy. It's basically one big ramp with a loop and then like 5 feet of track that's just gonna zip it across the hardwood floor. And I think she's gonna like that. Anyway, welcome, guys. Amanda Rosenblatt and Sapity. Good morning to you both. I know it's probably morning where Amanda is, probably not where Sapity is. But welcome, guys. Amanda says, have a great day, HG and friends. May the force be with you. Right back at you, Amanda. Cheers. Hope you are doing well. We will all have a wonderful day. My daughter, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, she goes to preschool. So that's why whenever I do these morning streams, that's what the deal is, you know. So occasionally I'll hop on here in the early AM, which it's not early. It's not early. I'm an early riser. So this is not early. This is kind of like, I feel like this is my afternoon or my noon. But cheers, Amanda. Oh, Florida. Nice. Yep. But Toy Story, enjoy and have a good day, everyone. Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for the support this morning. Yeah, I can't wait to see how she, like with a toddler like this, 2.5-year-old, you know, they ping pong from different things so often. So like 1 week she'll be really into cars and Hot Wheels and stuff. And then the next week she'll be into like Toy Story and Forky. And then the next week she'll be like super into Daniel Tiger. So what have we gotten her? We've gotten Hot Wheels, Toy Story, and Daniel Tiger. So like, yeah, every week she's into something new. But yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so much fun. But anyway, Sapity, thank you so much for the channel support. Cheers. Sapity says, here's to a better 2021. Have yourself a Christmas brew. Season 2 will most likely end with a nerve tearing cliffhanger revelation. I hope so, man. Let me turn on the music a little bit. Maybe it's a little too loud in my headset. Maybe it's fine for you guys, but I can't really tell. Yeah, that's my hope, Sapity. I'm really hoping that season 2 ends with a massive cliffhanger. I want that, like, I want that like year-long anxiety. I want that year-long like cliffhanger. You know, I want that year-long of predictions and speculations and wonderment. I want to have to wait for a long time, barely hanging on to this massive cliff's edge, and you don't know what direction they're going in, right? That I love it. I love it, man. I really hope they go that direction. You know, if he gets Grogu back, fine, great, you know. But I think the first season didn't really end on much of a cliffhanger, right? He rode off into the sunset and the Razor Crest, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I want this show to have a deep cliffhanger, man. But yeah, we shall see. And I appreciate the brew. Where I'll put that to use tonight. How about that? Because me and my buddies are actually doing a Zoom Secret Santa. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this group of friends before. I've known most of them since I was like 13, 14. So we've known each other for 20 plus years. And we all are still keep in touch on a daily basis. We're in group chats and stuff like that. And, you know, it's the same group of dudes that we've been renting a cabin together since we were like 18 years old. Every year, and it's kind of it's a tradition that goes back to when we were, you know, teenagers basically. So yeah, we're doing a Secret Santa, and we're all opening our gifts on Zoom tonight, and I'm sure we will all have plenty of scotch. And I got a left-hand milk stout, a left-hand peanut butter milk stout to drink tonight. So super, I'm looking forward to that. It's delicious. But cheers, Sapity. Thank you so much. I am hoping for a giant cliffhanger slash revelation as well, man. Here's to a better 2021 indeed. And Joshua McCormick, thank you so much for the channel support as well. I'm genuinely kind of worried that the Season 2 finale is going to tease the return of Luke or Mace Windu. I just want to focus back on Mando and Grogu. You know, I completely understand that worry. We've seen a lot of familiar faces lately, Josh. You know, I kind of hope, and this is maybe just more hopeful than anything, I kind of hope they've gotten that out of their system. Like, the idea of Mace Windu coming back, it would be such a huge eye roll from me. I can't stress enough how I am completely lacking the, oh my god, that character's back gene. I just don't have that in my DNA. So if they did a Mace Windu thing, good god, man, that would just be like, okay, Boba Fett, okay, Palpatine, okay, Darth Maul, but Mace Windu coming back, like, come on. But yeah, man, I'm not totally worried about that, Josh. I hope they got that out of their system. I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind at the end of the series or something like that, a hint of, Grogu going to Luke's academy or something like that, some kind of connection there. But yeah, I don't know, man. Overall, I'm not too worried about it. I think they've gotten maybe that like, hey, remember this character out of their system. Could be wrong, but I'm with you through and through, man. I want them to focus on Grogu and Mando and that relationship, and not bring any other familiar faces into the mix, right? But yeah, so far I've definitely liked the first season better, just because just because of how it kind of stands on its own 2 feet and doesn't lean on familiarity, But this season has been super exciting as well. But anyway, cheers, man. I appreciate that, Josh. We shall see. And Jared Rose, good to see you. Jared Rose says, happy holidays, Greedo. Already watched White Christmas and Christmas Vacation. Now ready for Mando's finale. Very excited. Hell yeah, Jared. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. Everybody in the chat, tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is. I'm curious. But yeah, Jared, White Christmas is my favorite Christmas movie. I'm a big, I like musicals. I like singing and dancing and show tunes and shit like that. So, White Christmas, it has some great Christmas songs, some great non-Christmas songs. If you've ever watched the movie, there's a story of these World War II vets who, they after the war they team up and they start putting on a traveling road show where they sing and dance, and it's fun. And then they end up coming into contact with their old general from the Army days, and they see him down on his luck and he's not doing very well, and they basically help him out with their fame and their talent and try to help him get back on his feet. It's really great. It's a really great movie. If you've never watched White Christmas, it has Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye and Rosemary Clooney. It's just a really fun movie with great songs, and it's just it's a great watch. And one of my favorite scenes, Jared, you probably remember. One of my favorite scenes in any movie ever is when they go into the dressing room after they watch the Haynes sisters perform. Oh, no. This is after it's one of their first performances, and they go back into their dressing room and they're getting changed out. And it's this one long take. That's really well choreographed. They're throwing ties at one another and shoes, and they're talking, a mile a minute as 1950s movies did. And it's just this really long take where it's so well done. I just love it. It's it feels like a couple minutes long, and they're just rattling off lines and really clever, fast-paced lines of dialogue. And it's well choreographed. I love it, man. I love it. That's my favorite Christmas movie. And yes, Jared, it is on Netflix. White Christmas is on Netflix. Pour yourself some eggnog, sit down, watch yourself some White Christmas. It's a great watch. Christmas Vacation is awesome too, Jared. I grew up, I've seen them all, of course. And what's funny is my wife had never seen the unedited version of Christmas Vacation. Hallelujah, holy shit. Since Bing Crosby tap dances fat ass or something, Danny fucking Kaye, you know what I'm talking about. So she grew up watching Christmas Vacation, but she had never seen the unaltered version, or the unedited version, right? So when we watched it together for the first time, I had it and I popped it in, and it was like watching it for the first time, because there's a lot that they cut out. The middle finger at the beginning, there's a lot of stuff that they cut out. That just makes it way more fun, But anyway, cheers, man. Glad you like it. Everybody, that's your Christmas homework before Christmas. Watch White Christmas. It's on Netflix. 1952 or 54, I believe. I think it's 54. 1954. Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, Vera Ellen. Great flick. Anyway, cheers, man. Boba Fett, thank you so much for the super chat channel support this afternoon. I'm so used to streaming in the afternoon. Bubba says, watched Fat Man last night, worth checking out. I only found out about that movie a couple days ago, because I was looking on the Google Play Store for seeing if something was on there new that we wanted to rent or watch or whatnot. Because, if you have that Google Rewards app, they send you surveys and you can just accumulate a bunch of Google Play bucks, and you basically can rent movies for free. And I saw Fat Man on there, and I was reading about this movie. It has Mel Gibson, right? And it's about him something he has to team up with the United States military or something like that. I was like, what the hell is this? And I was kind of surprised, Bubba, that to see, because the concept sounds so goofy that it could be just bottom of the barrel bullshit and horrible, or it could be just a surprise weirdo movie that people like. And I was kind of surprised when I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score. It's actually gone down since the last time I looked at it, but it has a 46 on Rotten Tomatoes and an 83 audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So Yeah, I might check it out. It just looks so crazy. Mel Gibson is Santa Claus, I believe. And he's firing guns and revolvers and stuff. Certainly a fun ride. All right, maybe we'll check it out. I probably won't get my wife to watch this. But you know, usually if we're gonna sit down and watch a Christmas movie around the holidays, it's usually something we've seen a billion times, right? Let me read the info. To save his declining business, Kris Kringle, also known as Santa Claus, is forced into a partnership with the U.S. military. Making matters worse, Kris gets locked into a deadly battle of wits against a highly skilled assassin hired by a precocious 12-year-old after receiving a lump of coal in his stocking. All right. Adam Graham from Detroit News says, "These jingle bells rock." He gives it a B+. Jeremy Johns. Oh, Jeremy Johns on Rotten Tomatoes says, "I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting to say Fat Man is a good time." Mel Gibson plays Lauren something. Mel Gibson plays a non-traditional Santa Claus in this R-rated dark comedy, and I was here for it. Rachel Wagner says, "Aren't most people expecting a campy action film with a wink at the camera, not a mean-spirited, gritty Santa action movie like Fat Man is? No thanks." Well, just because you didn't like the tone, and I mean, that's not really a review. What about what you got? Not what you expected. What did you get? Anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll check it out. Or we'll watch The Santa Claus for the millionth time in our life, right? But cheers, man. Cole Slaw, good to see you, Cole. Currently in the duck blind in the marsh, waiting for the sun to come up. Nice. It's so cold out. Good morning, HG. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. Where are you at right now? That's something I've never done. I've never gone hunting. That's pretty exciting. Are you looking for your Christmas? Well, I guess it's pretty early. I was going to say you're looking for your Christmas meal. But I bet. What's the temperature right now, Cole? I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. Farmington Bay. Where is that at? Farmington Bay. Did I say that correctly? Farmington Bay. Going for a Christmas goose and duck. 18 and snowing. Whee! Farmington Bay, Utah. Weather. Is that Utah? Yeah. It's in Great Salt Lake City. Okay. Farmington Bay. No, what? Weird. Nothing. Let's see. It's a good time. It is super weird for me to think that you are out in the elements in a duck blind. What are you shooting, by the way? I'm curious. Not target wise. What's your firearm? You're in a duck blind in the elements, and it's snowing, and it's 18, and you're on your phone listening to my dumb voice. That's awesome, man. But I appreciate that. Hope you bag something. Hope you get something for Christmas, man. Hope you're able to. Do you cook it, or do you? I have a 12 gauge semi-auto. It's a Frenchie Affinity. The only shotgun, semi-auto shotgun. Oh, nice. Okay, nice. The only shotgun I've ever fired was a... Oh, I take this back. I don't remember the name of the... I remember the name of one just because we fired it in boot camp and in base security drills. It was just a Mossberg 500. That's all it was. But I fired one at a bachelor party. I don't remember what it was though. But yeah, I fired a Mossberg. We had to do like hip firing drills walking towards a target, shoulder drills walking towards a target. Other than that, I've never fired a shock. I've only done it a couple of times. But Duck tacos are my favorite. I've never had a duck taco. I've only had duck a couple times, and it was around the holiday season. My late mother-in-law, her boyfriend is a chef, and dude, he makes some ridiculously delicious food, and he cooked duck for us a couple times. Super good. Do you guys eat cranberry sauce and stuff like that around Thanksgiving and Christmas? That was never something I grew up with around the holidays. Cranberry sauce. My wife's family puts it on everything, but that's never been a thing that me and my family have ever done. So it was kind of like when we first started dating, like 12 years ago. What is all this cranberry sauce, and why is it all over everything? Yeah, never been into. Cranberry sauce is good. It's good, but like, I don't want it on my savory turkey. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather, yeah, I don't know. It's just not for me, and what I want to eat, I suppose, I guess. Starbucks. I don't know if I've ever had Starbucks food. I'm sure I have in the past. It's always sitting there in that window, kind of looking like it's been at a gas station. What's up, Hugo? You should make a podcast. Yeah, I mean, I would love to. These are almost like podcasts, man, right? It would be I guess I could take these and turn them into audio clips and make a. How do I do that? That's not a bad idea, Hugo. Turning these live streams into podcasts and putting it on like a podcast app. I don't know, how the hell would that work? I've never really looked into that, man, so I don't know what would go into it, but I could have guests and stuff like that. Is that something that would I mean, what's up, Rogue Squadron? Good to see you guys. Yeah, how does that work? Like, if I just ripped these live streams, turned them into an audio file, did a little intro, or maybe not, and just, is that easy to do? Is that free to do? Do I have to pay for some kind of hosting, or can I just do that? Will do, Rogue Squadron. Check it out. That might not be a bad idea. I just, I don't know if that's something that people would be that into, just because most of the time, unless you're Bill Burr, most of the time podcasts are more fun with guests and co-hosts and stuff like that. And I could do that, but if I just took these live streams and ripped them, most of the time it's just me. But interesting. Maybe I'll do that. You should invite more people. Yeah. Oh, they do that? Oh, I didn't know they did that. Tristan? Interesting. All right. Maybe I'm gonna look into that after the stream then. Might be kind of fun to pull these live streams and throw them up in a podcast app, or however the hell it works. It's interesting, man. Like, forever I've been super tech savvy and on top of things, and anybody that asks me anything, I can usually figure it out. I'll know the answer. But but I feel like at the age of 34, coming up on 35, I'm just now venturing into the area where I have to, I don't know. There's a lot of new stuff. And I don't have time. I've never looked into it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm basically saying I feel fucking old. But yeah, I'm gonna look into that, Hugo. It might be kind of fun. Yeah, a different avenue for people to listen to these live streams and stuff like that. But yeah, off topic. I bought the audiobook version of Lost Stars. I have about like a 40-minute commute on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Actually, total, it's an hour and 20-minute commute. Picking up my daughter from preschool. So I'm probably going to start listening to that audiobook on the drive. You know. So I'm looking forward to diving into that. But yeah. Boba Fett, once again, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Bubba says, have you listened to Star Wars in Character podcast? I've never heard of this. Let me look this up on my podcast app. Let's see. Star Wars in Character. Let's see. Star Wars in Character. Star Wars in Character. I know I keep saying that. In Character.
I watched the first Star Wars at the cinema when I was 11 and I've liked every movie since. Have yet to watch the cartoons though. Can't see why people get so angry about these movies. Aren't they just fun?
Carrie, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support this morning, man. I don't know if it's morning where you're at. I see the currency is different than good old dumb dollars. But Carrie, thank you so much. Ridiculous. Give me one sec. Carrie, Zach, and Bubba. I appreciate the support, guys. Bubba said asked if I've ever listened to Star Wars in Character podcasts. I never have, and I've never heard of it, but they have 300 episodes, man. So, I see one about Jackson. That was a bunny, right? That was a bunny rabbit, I believe. So, I don't know anything about this. I'm going to check this out. Dewback. What's the description? Where did the description go? Star Wars in Character from neozaz.com. Join us each episode as we discuss the lesser-known Star Wars characters that often get overlooked. If you are a Star Wars diehard, you will love these Star Wars in Character podcasts. Oh, that's cool, man. That's really cool. I'll check this out. Yeah. It's always like really difficult for me to figure out what the hell to listen to during my drives or my workouts and stuff like that. And I always find that I default to the same old shit that I always listen to, the same podcast, you know what I mean? So hopefully, I'll change it up. I got an audiobook and I got this new podcast, right? And I got to look into making my own podcast now. But yeah, I appreciate that, Bubba. And Zach or Cindy, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Zach says, do you think Boba Fett is going to turn on Mando and Grogu? It seems weird that we all of a sudden trust Boba when he's mostly been a villain for so long. That was kind of, I believe I predicted that in a previous stream. I know I've talked about it before. I don't know if it was in a video or in a stream, but that was kind of where my head went. In terms of a prediction, a double crossing, you know. I do like that there is like some kind of nobility to Boba Fett now. I do like how they've kind of made him into a sympathetic character with a code of conduct and a code of honor, right? He's got he's a man of his word. I do like that. But Zach, I wouldn't mind that twist. I would kind of love that twist. But do I believe that's going to happen? I don't. I think he's going to be around for a while, at least until they get the kid back, right? Which could be this episode. But we talked about it earlier. I kind of hope it's going to be a big cliffhanger, so we'll see. But yeah, I guess it does feel kind of weird to have Boba Fett be like this, I don't know, man of honor, this guy with a code, when we have generally known him to be, the guy who's hunting Han. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, Zach. I don't know what's gonna happen. If I had to guess, Boba's gonna stick to his word until the kid comes back. Then he's gonna leave. In my heart of hearts, I want there to be a huge cliffhanger, but I kind of have a feeling that the season is going to end on a happy note. I want there to be a big cliffhanger, but I kind of suspect that they're going to ride off into the sunset together, and old Grogu is going to be playing with the old shifter knob again. But we shall see. Anyway, I appreciate that, Zach. And Carrie Pridgeon, thank you so much for the ridiculous, generous super chat and channel support this morning, man. Hope you are doing well. Let me take a quick sip of the old water. Carrie, once again, thank you so much, man. Carrie says, I watched the first Star Wars at the cinema when I was 11, and I've liked every movie since. Have yet to watch the cartoons, though. Can't see why people get so angry about these movies. Aren't they just fun? I think that perspective comes with time and age. I don't know about you, Carrie, but over the past 10 years of this channel's existence, I feel like my opinions have mellowed out. I feel like me as a human being, I've mellowed out as well. I was at the beginning, maybe the first 2 years of this channel's existence, I was more of a shithead, you know? I was emulating and trying to be angry video game nerd, and so yeah, I'm not immune to feeling that way. I completely get you though. Like, there is not, I don't understand why people get so angry and bent out of shape about things. You didn't like a movie, great. You can talk about not liking a movie until you're blue in the face, right? That's cool. That's what we've always done. But when it turns into like, I don't know, just trying to make enemies on the internet and running around talking shit to everybody who has an ear about a Star Wars movie that you didn't like, or making 150 videos that are just on the same damn topic in a year, where you just bitch and moan constantly about a movie you didn't like. Like, I don't get it. I think a lot of it, Carrie, a lot of the fuel on the fire is has to do with ad revenue. There's got to be some kind of like formula that we could break down, right? Like the amount of faux anger plus potential ad revenue and viewership equals how many videos somebody is going to put out about a thing that, you know, a certain segment of fandom doesn't like. It's guaranteed ad revenue. We all know that the more, you know, salacious and angry topics, articles, video titles are, the more views they get. There's this weird, monetization monster out there that kind of fuels this anger pattern. But yeah, they're fun, man. And, you know, I'm not a fan of The Rise of Skywalker. I have a video actually coming out in about an hour. It's a little more negative than I'm used to, but, you know, I watched the movie and that's about it. But yeah, man, that's cool. You saw the first Star Wars movie in the theater when you were 11 years old. That's like the perfect time to see. I mean, obviously that's perfect time to see Star Wars, but you saw it for the first time ever, right? You saw the beginning when Star Wars, when it was nothing. That's really hard for me to like envision. I was born in 86, man. So, you know, I was born with Star Wars as everybody else probably in this chat was. I don't even remember the first time that I saw Star Wars because, you know, oh, you were in the rain. Nice. I don't even remember the first time that I saw Star Wars, man, because, I mean, I was probably 2 or 3 years old and my dad had it on or something like that. I really don't remember. There is not a memory in my brain before Star Wars. My first theater going experience for Star Wars was the special editions, when those came out. And then obviously I saw all the prequels in the theater. So like, yeah, it's really interesting for me to like think about pre-Star Wars world and people like you, lining up in the rain to go see a movie that you didn't even know it was going to be about. That's pretty awesome. And you've got to see this ride that the entire world has been on since the jump, you know. That'll give you some perspective of fandom and Star Wars as a whole, right? You saw the prequel rage. I saw it too. I was 13 when the Phantom Menace came out. Maybe even went to comic shops and you felt the prequel rage too, as I did. You know, and then nowadays those movies, you know, the kids that grew up with those movies, they're on the internet now, and there's been a huge wave of appreciation for those movies. And you know, those kids that grew up with them, they have a voice. They're on Twitter. They're making YouTube videos, and they're professing and talking about what they love. And it was movies that a lot of people didn't like back then. So it's really interesting how the just the ebb and flow of fandom and appreciation for these projects, you know, comes and goes in waves. I think that's going to be the trend that we see moving forward, you know. But yeah, I'm with you, man. The video that I'm putting out today in about an hour about the Rise of Skywalker, it's, like I said, it's pretty negative, but I talk about a lot of things. Half of it's talking about what I liked about the movie. And it's like the third or fourth Rise of Skywalker video I've put out in a year. That's crazy to me to think about. Like, third or fourth in a year. It's a major Star Wars movie, and I've only made 3 or 4 videos about it in a year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a desire to just pump out videos talking about the same thing over and over again. This is not what I want to do. That's not me. But I'm also, on the flip side, like, I'm not one of the people to... And I always see people on Twitter say, you know, all Star Wars is good Star Wars. Why do you keep talking about what you don't like, blah, 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 blah. On the flip side of what I just said, I kind of disagree with that too. Like, talking about Star Wars and what we liked and what we didn't like it's a part of the game, man. It's a part of being a fan. There's always going to be projects that didn't hit you. There's always going to be projects that you loved, right? So it's okay to not like a Star Wars movie. It's okay to like a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway. Cheers, man. I'm glad you got to experience that, Carrie. You've gotten to see every generation of Star Wars movie in the theater. That's exciting. That's exciting. And you'll be able to see the episode 10, 11, and 12, because there's no question in my mind that those are coming in the future, man. No question in my mind. But, yeah, of course it's supposed to be fun, for sure. Absolutely. But, all right. Anyway, guys, and once again, Carrie, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this morning. But, all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to work on an office tour video. Something fun and easy to knock out this morning, and I'm going to schedule it for Saturday. Other than that, man, obviously, Mandalorian video will be out at some point tomorrow. Wake up super early and knock that out. We shall see what happens, right? Big cliffhangers. I'm excited. So, all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. Have a fantastic rest of your week. I'm hoping for a year-long... I'm hoping for a year-long cliffhanger tomorrow. But, yeah, we shall see, right, guys? All right, if I don't see you tomorrow for a live stream, I'll see you when I see you. Cool? Cool. All right, guys, have a good one. Later.